Funnels. You see all these other YouTubers and gurus talk about different types of funnels, and they don't actually explain what they are. So in this video, after you watch it, you will know what funnels to use, what models and what funnels are, and how to use them to make your business profitable. Not every click is the same. Audiences are usually categorized in three groups: the cold traffic, warm traffic, and hot traffic. So what's such difference between these three? Well, traffic is a term used to describe people who go through your marketing process. So you'd like to imagine it that water goes from the cold to the hot. So that means audiences at the cold stage are least likely to buy and don't even know who you are, and audiences at the hot already bought, or they are likely to buy, most likely. Basically, I explained what all of these are, but I'll do it in a little bit more detail right now. So cold traffic consists of people who never heard of your brand, and they need a lot of work to actually get them to be interested or to buy a product. So what you need to do with these audiences, you want to make ads that are really clickbaity and really interesting, and also very explanatory. You need to stand out in this whole ocean. But the main point is to actually get their attention first. Make them to stop scrolling, of course. Then there is warm traffic. Warm traffic are people who already know of your brand, and they probably visited your website, maybe watched some videos, and know you, but they don't really trust you so much to actually buy the product. And what you want to do with these audiences is retarget them and give them a little push to actually pull the trigger and buy the product. So there are a few tricks that you can use to this type of audiences, and you probably already know some of them because you already thought of them. But first, discount is very helpful. If people look at your product and they say, oh, it's too pricey, you retarget them again with 20% discounts, and that will probably make them buy it, or at least consider buying it again. I don't want you to give too many discounts and too often and in big ways, because people actually get really accustomed to discounts, and they will not buy your products if they are not on one. They probably even know what times of the year there is, so they're probably gonna wait. So please pay attention to that, and don't just be a discount retailer store or something like that. So another option is bundles and promotions. You want to give some free products or gratis products on top of the products that you're giving away. So like if you're giving a discount, like I want you to actually stack up value. Like the more of these offers you give, the better results you'll get, like better value, of course. So you, on top of that discount, you can add maybe let's say example, free candy or something like that, so people actually get more motivated to buy it. I mean, candy is something free, and you might also want to provide a different angle. So different angle is something like that, something like if somebody wasn't interested in your product at first, but you take a different approach to advertising. Maybe, for example, you sell protein powder or vegan protein powder, and you get an influencer to make a promotion for you, and then retarget this ad to these people who are interested in a product, but they need a little push to buy. So they see an influencer, they follow him, they like him, so they trust him, and they trust you in following. So you borrow the credit of the influencer. That's why so many brands actually do this, and why it's so useful. So I want you to also try this approach. There is also hot traffic. Hot traffic are your old buyers for the most part. So this is the most valuable asset that you can have, and many brands actually go to the negative to actually acquire these, because they are so useful. Like they already bought your product, and you can actually get them to buy more of your products for free because you can use their email addresses or whatever with email marketing or Facebook organic content and such, maybe blogs. I don't need to spend much money to get them to trust you again, because you're already trustable in their eyes. So I want you to really focus on prospecting, guys, and get these people to buy. It's really important that your product is valuable. Now we got through all these type of audiences, and now I want you to understand what the funnels are. So funnels are not so different than audiences. Like they are not the same, but they kind of focus on these types. Like the funnel is the process of the marketing. You can make many funnels. There are many ways you can do it, but basically top of the funnel, or tofu, mofu, middle of the funnel, and bofu, bottom of the funnel. The stage of top of the funnel is prospecting campaign. This is most important campaign. You really want to focus on people who never heard of your brand, or and make them actually want to consider buying from you. It's the most difficult part, to get these people to trust you. You have to make explanatory ads and clickbaity ads. You see many journalists do this actually. When you go to the store and see newsletter, you'll see so many clickbaits. Like, you actually kind of have to use their willpower to not look at those things, because you know it's a lie. But it's very useful tactic to actually make somebody read the newsletter. So you want to consider maybe trying out what they do, but I don't want you to do the same, because people will get mad at your brand and will not buy from you. But make sure that your product actually accomplishes what the ad is about. So yeah, look out for that. Also, you want to use 70 to 80% of your budget only on prospecting. This is the most important part, and everything else deserves 20 to 30% of your budget. You'll see many gurus talk about the awareness campaigns first when you start out, but I believe it's total crap, and you shouldn't use awareness, maybe even at all. It's very rare situations you want to use them. So you want to use conversion campaigns 99% of the time, and I will explain later as to why it is like that, and why I believe you should not use any other campaigns other than conversion. So middle of the funnel is basically retargeting people who clicked on your ads, or maybe they visited your website, watched out the products, they probably watched the videos on Facebook, engaged with your content and stuff, and there is not much into it. Like, they already know your brand, and middle of the funnel is more like warming them more up until they get hotter to buy the product. If they put the product to their cart but don't buy or don't give their credit information and stuff, they're warmer than people who actually bounced away from the ad. Like, they clicked and in the 3 seconds they didn't really look through the website, and they clicked away. So you have to kind of want to see what audiences you're looking for. Not every, like as I said before, not every click is the same. Not everyone is interested in your product, so you don't want to waste too much money on people who are not interested. So bofu is the bottom of the funnel, and it's like through that stage very little people come through. Like at the top, like there are so many people, so many impressions, and at the bottom there are few people that actually go through. That you want to target people in the last 3 to 7 days who added the product to their cart, and this is good for the businesses that are probably like bigger than 7-figure or something like that. But I would recommend you to actually merge these hot and warm campaigns together at the beginning to actually get better results. Because if you do bofu at the beginning, you will actually have pretty high CPM. It's going to you're gonna have to spend so much money to actually convert people. And secondly, if you target people only who added product in the last 7 days, you're actually risking to lose interested people who wanted to buy the product, but not right now. because there is two categories of people who will buy right now at the moment, and people who will buy in the next maybe month or so, and people who will buy maybe during the year, you know. They're just not likely to buy right now. Also, it depends on your product, what you sell, but you get the idea. So in order to actually target, so you will want to target with Facebook ads, with hot campaign, people who who put products to the cart or whatever in the last 180 days. Maybe you want to test out with 90 days or 70 days or whatever, like just do that, and you'll see the results and you can improve upon them. And I also recommend you to actually give away free value for their emails. So if you're maybe a local gym or coach or whatever, you want to create a free training plan, free maybe diet or something like that, and give it away for free in order to get their emails. People will most likely get the PDF files. It's also the most profitable right now. Ebooks are not so good, like, you know that every book you've kind of probably downloaded on your phone or PC, you probably didn't read it, so you know how it goes. Like just advertise to people something that you'd actually want to get or something that you'd want to see. That's also a pretty good tactic if you ask me. I also don't want you to listen to all these gurus saying about awareness campaigns. So, you know, awareness campaigns, how it works. Campaign objective is something you set about your goals. If your goal is not to actually get a purchase and your goal is actually to just get views, maybe followers, etc., then you'd maybe want to do awareness. But if you're like a business who wants to sell something, and you probably are for the most part, you want to do conversion campaigns. And why is that? Facebook targets people who already did the same action that you're going to choose on Facebook objective, but for different product before, and they just take them and get to your ad, you know, like it's like a river. They just flow through the Facebook algorithm, and Facebook just recommends the same stuff that they already liked to them again. So if you're doing the conversion campaigns, people who already bought the same product will actually look at your ad and maybe they'll buy your product too. So that's why you have to choose conversion campaigns 99% of the time, and it will work out, especially for the beginners, because you're also going to feed the Pixel with the right data, and Pixel is going to know what type of audiences are most likely to buy and what interest they have, and that is exactly what you want to have. If you start out with awareness campaigns, Pixel is going to evolve slowly, if you understand what I mean. It's not going to get so much useful data, so please just start out with conversions and then test it out. If something doesn't work out, if something works out, you just improve. That's the point. That's the most fun part about advertising. So if you're under 7-figure business or something like that and beginner, you want to have cold campaign first. Like when you first come to the tag in Ad Manager, you want to have cold campaign. Those are people who never heard of your brand, and you put 70 to 80% of the budget on that and prospect people or broad audiences or lookalike audiences. And on hot campaigns, on the second campaign, you want to target people with maybe 20 to 30% of the budget, and it's mostly about retargeting. So you want to target people who visited you want to target all website visitors, maybe in last 180 days or 360 days or whatever, and and maybe people who engaged with your content. So about ad creatives, I believe ad creatives are really important part. They're probably the most important part of all of your campaign. Nothing matters if your ad creative looks like crap. So you want to invest a lot of money for a good content, good pictures, good videos, or stuff like that. Like, you can watch some of my other videos that I will make in the future. I don't have them right now about content creatives, but I can recommend you to maybe watch Dara and watch her videos about ad creatives. She makes awesome videos. So invest a lot of budget in that, and also you'd want, if you can, you want to make as many creatives as you want, and that they are different in cold and warm campaign. You want them to be them to be different because it's different audiences for different campaigns. But if you don't really have enough budget for that and you don't want to spend so much money at the beginning, then it's fine if you just do the same creatives in all of the campaigns. So yes, just see and test it out. The creatives that kind of work the best right now are testimonials for the retargeting campaigns, and information, like you have your product and you give all the benefits on the picture or the video or whatever. They really work wonders. So please just test it out and see what works. Rule of thumb for cold audiences: you're presenting a product that they've never heard before, so you have to explain it to them, what is it about and stuff like that. The video creative would be the best for this, and in the video you'll explain all the benefits about your product and USP. For warmer audiences, you want to show unique features of your product, something they've not seen at the beginning, something that is just unique for your product, and testimonials. Or you just want to make your brand look more professional and trustworthy, because that's something that people actually sometimes avoid with brands. They don't buy from brands that look fishy, you know. I mean, you wouldn't do it, I wouldn't do it, so why would you want to not try for yourself to actually show people that your brand is actually trustworthy? And as a final piece of advice, I advise you to actually change the landing pages based on what audiences you're targeting. For example, for the cold audiences, you'd want to set the ad to lead them to the landing page that has more options, maybe your category of products, or something like that, like something they can choose, something bigger, like where they can choose more stuff, or they have a bigger choice. And on the retargeting campaigns, you'd want them probably to send them to the specific product page that they have probably looked out, that they probably seen or watched or whatever, you know. You might use carousel ads for the e-commerce products that are, you know, carousel ads, because Pixel can probably just look out the product from before, like that they've, based on what they probably watched on your website, that you can automatically just send them to the same product on carousel ads. You don't have to do anything, any really special work for that part. But for the most other businesses, it's not really so useful, I guess. But and for the cold for the cold audiences on the info product pages, you'd want to first send them to the opt-in page where they give you their email for something, and stuff like that. And on the retargeting campaign, you'd want to send them directly to the offer, or in other words, directly to the sales page. And I think that's it, guys, for this video. I hope it can help you out in your business journey and give you some profits. And if you like this video too, and you could leave a comment or like it or share it to your colleagues and friends to help them too. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, or you can contact me on my email address. And again, I hope you learned something from this, get some profits, and have a beautiful day.